everything I do is based on a system, and this is why. If I was to make $1 million, right, and I didn't write down how I did it, I might not be able to make it again. And number two, I won't be able to teach someone else, right, how to do it. So I create systems that are trackable, so I know what's working and what's not working, right? And, it's all good. So my clients eat lean proteins, starchy carbs, fibrous carbs, and healthy fats throughout the course of the day to make sure that they have lean muscle tissue, a lot of glycogen so their muscles contract, and a lot of healthy fats and dietary fiber so their body's regular. So that's how I eat. Now, the ketogenic diet may not teach you how to do that. And like my man Fawn said, check out Keto Crotch, because a lot of chicks who have been going on that keto after a while of ridding their body of all of those different things and having this different nutrition, things start smelling a little funny. So be careful, man. You are what you eat. And some of y'all are eating fabricated, bad, genetically modified meals. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what some of these girls is eating. And that's what some of you females are doing too. You wondering why you getting UTIs. You fucking with dudes with lemon pepper and fucking Cheetos in their fingers. Be careful. LC, thanks for emphasizing the importance of physical and mental. Yeah, because for me, right, I think it's really cool to be smart and have a nice body. I think it's cool to have both of those. I think it's cool to be smart, successful, and have a nice body and help people. I think that's cool. I think that's cool. I think more people should be that way. I think more people should have nice bodies, big bank accounts, and give it back. So if that makes me a bad person, you know what I'm saying? Say, lay a towel out on your toes, blah, blah, blah. Shout out to my man, Jared Robinson Boxing. Go follow him. He's also dropping dope knowledge on this live. I'm sure he'll go live on his own page in a little bit and teach you guys some more stuff about whatever it is that he wants to. Let me see. Big difference between good keto and bad keto. Yeah, man. I mean, I'm just keeping it all the way 1,000 with you. You know what I mean? A lot of people aren't going to tell you the truth. You know, I find that if you were to never diet, right? If you were to never do a diet, because stop thinking about diet as just what you eat. Think about nourishment. Diet is what you take out. Right? Let's focus on nourishment. Let's focus on what we bring in. And let's focus on making sure that your body's taking in all of the essential types of things that it takes in. Now, say, for instance, you decide that you're going to cut certain things out of your diet. Well, you can't cut anything out of your diet that you don't plan on cutting forever, or you're not going to be able to sustain your goals, right? So if you cut out carbs and then for X amount of time and your body changes, the minute that you reintroduce carbs back, your body's going to fucking change again. Does that make sense? So whenever you are, trying to go on all these different diets and ridding yourself from different things, in essence, what's happening is you're cutting your ability to sustain. You're cutting your ability to sustain. My body needs glycogen for my muscles to contract. There are essential amino acids that I need in order for me to form complete proteins. There are antioxidants and things that I need from certain types of fruits and vegetables. There are certain type of healthy fats that I need to take in order for me to get rid of the fats that I don't need and to make sure that my cholesterol levels are in point. So, I mean, like I said, man, everybody's different. I said I'm gonna stop talking and I'm gonna just start showing. People be like, why you do chest like that? I say, cool, I'm gonna take my shirt off and I'm actually just show you every single muscle. You know what I'm saying? They say, how you do your biceps like that? I'm gonna do a bicep video. I'm gonna do a video for calves, quads, abs, every single muscle, like all of those. I'm gonna show you how to build every single one. Literally on my IGTV. I'm not going to do them all at once. I'm going to drop them week by week by week. But you know what I'm saying? I'm going to show y'all how y'all can build them. That way, like, you can question anybody else, but you can't question me. You can try to check anybody else. Y'all can't check me. Like, I'll show you how I work. I'll show you how I train. I'll show you the weights I lift. I'll show you the movements. I'll go through it with slow, controlled form so you see how it's supposed to be done. What more you want? What more you want? Like, I told you at the beginning of the year, I was going to unleash. And I've seen how everybody's been using their live. I see how you use your IGTV. I see how you make your posts. I see it. But, you know, some people see a computer or a phone as a way to text people and watch Netflix. I see it as an opportunity to change the world. So, you know, it's time to start leveling up. Just got on this live. What's your opinion on supplements and protein shakes? Man, the supplements that I really, really recommend for you guys is from a brand called LaMere. They've got a really dope 8-week Thrive experience that, you know, give you some really, really awesome daily supplements. They're going to help your body with mental clarity. It's going to help your body with just becoming regular in digestion. It's going to help your body with a lot of different things, man. So if I could recommend anything, it would be if you want to DM me after, I'll give you some information on the different type of supplements. But, you know, I think it's important whenever we talk about our ability to, like this guy, Jay Cardone, 123, he asked how much cardio should I do for weight loss? That's one of those things, right? We got to focus on like the goal, right? Like how much weight do you want to lose? You know, what's your focus? You know, how do you really want to do it? Some people are cardio people. Right. Some people are cardio people and they just like to do cardio. So when you do a lot of cardio, you get a smaller version of what you already are. So if you lose a ton of weight just by doing tons of long cardio, then what happens is however you look, you'll look the same. It'll just be smaller. So you may not have any changes in definition or any decreases in body fat. You may just lose weight. Because when you do long periods of cardio, your body says, let me get rid of this muscle because it's slowing me down. It's weighing me down. It's taking too much oxygen to supply these muscles. Let me get them smaller, right? And then if you're not going long enough to bring in enough oxygen to actually facilitate fat breakdown, well, then you're just getting skinny fat. That's what happens to a lot of you guys. A lot of you guys get skinny fat. And not understanding that the quickest way to decrease your body fat percentage is to lift extremely heavy weights and keep your body at a caloric intake. So if you really want to drop your body fat percentage, get off of the cardio and get onto the weights. Because if you go into the gym and you look at all of the people on the cardio machines, they don't look like the people over there lifting on the weight platforms. So you got to ask yourself, let's break down cardio. When you think about cardio, you've got long duration, steady state cardio. That's for 45 minutes to an hour above. Those are your people who do long distance amounts of cardio, right? They don't look as good as the people who do sprints. So the person who won the Boston Marathon doesn't look as good naked as the person who won the 100-meter dash. So if you're asking me what type of cardio you should do, I would say lift weights, be in a caloric deficit, and sprint. That's my strategy. Let me see. Shout out to Dudley for respecting the knowledge in the game. I like to drop it to you guys just so you guys can help, you know, just improve and inspire y'all to be great. In order to get lower abs and mid abs to pop, what exercise should I focus on? I think in order to get your lower abs to pop and your mid abs to pop, the best exercise I would do would be deadlifts and glute bridges. I think those two movements allow your body to burn high amounts of calories, load high amounts of weight, primarily to the lower abs and the deep, dense core muscles. And I think that that's what a lot of people are avoiding, because the last thing I want you to do is go try to do a bunch of hanging leg lifts and burn your hip flexors out, or do a bunch of crunches and make the muscle bigger, or do a bunch of planks, or whatever it is that you think that you need to do to get abs. Stop playing yourself. You have to decrease your body fat percentage and increase your overall strength. That's how your lower abs pop, right? Because you can't get into the 8-pack until you're lower than 10%, really closer to 5. And so it's like a lot of guys with 10 and 15% body fat are doing crunches and leg lifts, not knowing that they're making a muscle a little bit bigger with a layer of fat on top, pushing it out. Not understanding that you got to attack it a different way, boss. So if you're asking me the best exercises, I think anything where your legs travel in the direction of your shoulders is great. Because when your legs lift, boom, you're going to hit those lower abs. But if you don't have the type of internal control to rotate your pelvis, well, then what's going to happen is you're just going to burn your hip flexors. And you're going to have really, really, really tight hip flexors and no abs. If I had abdominal surgery, and I'm only seeing 2 at the top, and my serratus is just not now showing as real. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure how to help you. But I think that make sure that that you get that body fat percentage low, because you got to get low to get that abs, those 8 packs that show year round. You know, my shit shows year round. So like, I mean, I got to be doing something right? Like if at age 35, this is how I'm doing it. This is how my skin looks. Like, I mean, you may get bloated from eating fruit, but I'm telling you, I'm not bloated. My skin is as tight as fucking paper. So, I don't know what else to say, man. You know what I'm saying? I just figured I'd talk less than just show you. For lifting heavy, how many sets and reps does that look like? Cool. So this is a good question. So, you know, everything that you do is based on failure. So the weights tell the muscles what you guys. Depending on what I feel like working that week, I may do upper body push, right? So boom, upper body push. So now I'm doing upper body movements that focus on pressing. So I'm going to change the angle of my shoulder, like I told y'all in that video. I may do all angles of pressing, right, to hit all areas of my chest and shoulders. That's on Monday. Now, Tuesday when I come, I may do legs, right? So even if my chest is really, really, really sore, on Tuesday, I'm not even hitting it, so it doesn't even matter. And I need 72 to 96 hours of inactivity for this area in order for it to repair from all of the food that I eat, right? So I damage all this muscle fiber in my chest. I eat this food. It breaks down all those amino acids, the essential and non-essential amino acids, glycogen and all that. And then it breaks it down and it sends it to this area to facilitate muscle repair. Now that takes about 72 hours, or if I go and I hit it again, it's going to stop that process and have to start it all over again. I don't want to do that. I want to just kill it, boom, eat, and then let it grow, right? I hit it yesterday. I've been eating all day, and you'll start to see it's going to get really, really full from all of the food that I'm eating being broken down from my stomach, filtered through my bloodstream, and sent on over here to facilitate muscle repair. That's how food works. I hope you guys understand that. That's how the process of your body works. So if the things that you take in are bullshit, it compromises your ability to repair that muscle fast. So like, say for instance, you decide that you want to take in plants. That's cool. It's just going to take a whole lot of plants to do what it's only going to take me a day or two to do because I eat meat. So I don't know, man. I thought at this stage in the game, we understood, you know what I'm saying? We understood. But that's pretty much how your body works, right? If I drink alcohol, then my body takes the alcohol, runs it through my bloodstream. My body feels the effects of the alcohol. Or the same thing applies for the things that you eat or what you absorb through your skin. So it's the same exact thing. So my man says, I heard it's okay to do abs every day. Is this true? Now, once again, some people think abs. I vibrate higher all the way up here. My thought process doesn't think abs. I understand that whatever I do on this side is affected by whatever on the back. So my core is everything from the bottom of my chest to the top of my knees, front side and back side. So I don't do crunches every day. I don't need to. I've already got abs. Right? So I focus on building strength to my core, functional strength to my core, stability, and a lot of mobility to my core, a lot of rotationary power and things that I need that carry over. And so I may not be doing crunches and sit-ups and all of the things that a person might think that abs is. I do movements that are deep internal movements that are going to focus on building a lot of size and strength and power. Should workout programs be tailored differently for men than women to lose weight, or can a woman follow the same program as a man? Now, movement patterns, right, for the body are the same. Movement patterns are the same. So regardless of anything anybody says, movement patterns are the same. Now, the areas that a woman may want to grow may be different than the areas that a man wants to grow. Because when I go in the gym, I see girls hitting legs every other day, and I see guys hitting legs every other week. So I know that I made my most changes in strength, size, and leg development when I started doing legs 3 times a week, every other day. And I started doing my upper body in between those, upper body push, upper body pull, upper body push, upper body pull, and then just making legs my foundation. Now, whenever I post things like, hey, everybody, let me know what areas you want to build, click the comments and see what all the guys say. They're going to say here. They probably will say their calves, and they're more than likely going to say their shoulders. Women are going to say their thighs and their glutes and their lower abs. So if you're a girl, chances are that you have different goals than a guy. So why would you do the same type of training? Can you do the same movement patterns? Like if guys are doing lunges and squats and glute bridges and hip thrusts, yes, guys and girls can do that. But you don't want to be in the gym doing a whole bunch of bench press if you're a girl. You don't really need all that. You should do movements that are focused on what your goals are. If you've got arms that wave when you wave, maybe you focus on more pressing and triceps. If you've got back bacon when your bra is sitting right there, maybe we focus on more pull downs. If your arms have no definition, maybe we focus on more rows and curls. You know what I'm saying? It's tailor your workout for you. You got to look at yourself naked in the mirror. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter what the dude in bodybuilding.com says. It doesn't matter what I say or the dude on the gram. You have to look at yourself and say, what are the areas of my body that I'm not happy with? How do I correct those? These are real things. This is what I really call those areas. Back bacon, all of that. The stuff that hangs over right here. Like these are things that you can change. Shout out to my man, Jameer Ricardo. I don't know what his name is, but he really wants to know good time under tension, right? Because that's the second time he's asked me. That's really what he wants to know. And I think that time under tension changes. Time, boom, 9, boom, 10, boom, failure, right? So failure occurs, right? I'm going to check the clock and I'm going to wait, right? And then, you know, after a certain amount of time, I'm going to go into my second set, same weight, boom. But this set, I'm only going to be able to do about 7 because fatigue is setting because I chose a weight that maybe reached failure at 10. So, boom, I stop at 7, set it down. I come back, you feel me? Do a third set, right? I'm only able to get 4, all right? Boom, failure happens, right? So I've only done 3 sets, and I've only done 10, 7, and 4. That's my number of reps. I've done 21 total reps, right? Now, I'm going to come back in 72 hours. I'm going to do this again. And on my first set, I'm going to get 10, 10, 7. I'm going to wait a couple days, do it again. I'm going to get 10, 10, 10. Then I'm going to bump the weight up by 5 pounds. And the next time I get under it for one set completely fresh, I'll probably be able to do 15 pounds heavier on the dumbbells than I did on that first day. It's called science.